All right, what's cracking, fam, man? Eli B. Architecture LLC, right? So, it's just in the crib, man, looking at some information, man, and it really dawned on me as I'm looking at the information, right? And what hit me was this: how does it even make sense for a person or a group of people collectively to not want to be prepared or to not want to give themselves the best chance possible for survival? How does that line of thinking even fucking make sense? You know what I'm saying? I think back on all the conversations, the numerous conversations that I've had with friends, family, loved ones, just acquaintances, people you bump into, you know what I'm saying, about the affairs of this world right now, right? And 100% of them said it was jacked up, right? We all know this shit jacked up. Now, for us melanated crowd, the melanated group, that that group collectively, right? Man, I know a lot of people, oh, you on that. No, man, this is statistics, right? These are facts. This ain't nothing I'm making up or some shit I'm trying to conscrew. It's just we at the bottom. That's where it is. For whatever reason, we at the bottom, right? Now, with us being at the bottom, we should already have that mindset to stay prepared for or ready for whatever kind of situation comes because we already playing behind the ball. We already behind the count. You see what I'm saying? But like I say, man, as I remember or think back on the conversations and how so many people will look at being prepared as some trivial or some kook shit. Like if we go back one generation to my grandmother, they stayed ready. You know what I'm saying? Because they done been through the fire, so they know what's going to take place in that fire when it really get thick. They been there, they done that. And we really think we can't go back to that shit? We really don't, we can't put two and two together to look up and see, man, it ain't looking good out here, especially for us, right? And I ain't just even talking about just economic knowledge. Just look at the treatment, right? You look at all, and I know a lot of times, man, the killings are spread out, right? Where you had the Aubrey, and you know what I'm saying. You had so many. It's just so many that it's hard. You forget, but them are just the ones that made it to the media, man. What else? That's like the tip of the iceberg, right? Now this ain't even no race thing. This ain't what I'm getting on. This here is just showing you this is what the condition is currently. If there's a high probability that this shit could get worse than this, you you gotta know you gotta be prepared for this. Right? I mean you gotta be prepared mentally, spiritually. I'm talking about you got to have your items, you got to know you gotta have skills, you gotta know some things. Knowledge is power. You know what I'm saying? But it saddens me to know that the people that you deal with, and this is for a lot of us, right? That the people that we deal with take it as a trivial matter. Life and longevity. We done started pushing this generational wealth thing. I hear, stocks and people jumping into all these other little fields, you know what I'm saying? All in the name of generational wealth. What about generational survival? Because if we don't survive, we can't, what's the wealth gonna do? It's gonna get eaten up like it's always been eaten up whenever we get wealth. Because we wasn't ready, right? You have the threats of civil war, the rumors for the last 2 years. Whether they true or not, all right, whatever. You got these rumors though. You gotta listen and pay attention. Take everything into account, right? And you know what's going on with civil war. If they ever have any kind of clash here, you know what's finna happen to us. All them cases that we see, the police shootings and the citizen shootings, man, magnify that time 100. And then you'll start to see what real persecution is. You know what I'm saying? You look at the war that's looming, right? Man, America picking a fight with the other top 3 superpowers, or top 2, at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So the probability of this escalating is high. It's not highly unlikely, it's high. You see what I'm saying? You got the now we can get on the economy. We was already at the bottom of that collectively anyway. Right? And they're the ones that's telling us it's about to get worse. Not me, not anybody else. They're saying, hey man, this thing is about to get a little bit worse. It's gonna get bumpy. Right? Now how do people cope with more bumpy on top of the bumpy we just barely making it right now? You understand what I'm saying? And I see a lot of people out here, man, blowing the horn. But and I already get it, I know, but I'm saying it still saddens me to see this because I know what the outcome is gonna be. If things get grisly here, when I say grisly, I don't just mean no nuclear bomb. I mean if things really get grisly, if there is a breakdown and you're unprepared, what do you think your outcome gonna be? This is why I say I want to give myself and my family the best chance possible of success. And success starts with life and longevity, right? We've gotten comfortable out here because we think America can never fold. We think nothing bad, no calamity can happen here. This has to be our mindset. Because everywhere else that calamity is hidden, everywhere else where war hits, well, you got to really get it. Talk about getting it out the mud. Man, we ain't got it out the mud. Nah. Our ancestors, they got it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? The people in these other countries that go through that political turmoil where the whole country shuts down and it's every man for himself, they done got it out the mud. And to live like that or to survive in an environment like that, you got to be ready. Right? We see what's coming, man. They telling us it's coming. Man, listen. Texas, California, North Carolina, I think another state issued it. They said, man, yeah, y'all go get your go bags. What do you think that means? Go get your go bags. That's just, but they just threw that out there, huh? No, man, that means nigga is coming. Excuse my language, man, but like I say, I'm irritated because I know collectively we could be a lot stronger than what we gonna be. Because it's a lot of people, man, just gonna be out there, ain't gonna have no provisions, nothing, no understanding, no skills, nothing, no training, no self-defense, right? And what's gonna happen to them? If it get grizzly out here, man, and you ain't prepared, you're gonna die. You and yours. Because this ain't just about you, man. This is about your family. I always say this. This is about the people that's gonna be looking towards you as a man or as a woman that's a leader, right? They're gonna be looking towards you. And when your family don't have no answers, because you don't have no answers and they looking at you and they belly's touching their back, or they ain't drink water in 4 days because the water's cut off, or because you got these marauding gangs of savages out here doing whatever to whoever, whenever, I mean, just some. We don't even have to go to those extremes. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have a kit in your car in case something happens to your car. You got a spare tire though. It's not like the things that we talking about don't make sense. You don't go to work unprepared. You don't go to a budget meeting unprepared. You don't get ready to go take a test unprepared. Right? You don't walk into a bank asking for a loan and you unprepared to give up them documents. Right? To give them a business plan. Right? You don't start a business unprepared. You don't jump in your car getting ready to go wherever and your car is unprepared to get you there. You don't have enough gas. The tires on flat. The motor don't. Come on, man. These things make sense. Right? Stay prepared. It's just simple. It's not rocket science, fam. Have you an emergency lights out kit at the house in case the power goes down for however long, 1-2 hours, God forbid, longer than, you know what I'm saying, that. Y'all gonna go ape shit. But if you got a kit, got some candles, flashlight, and a radio where you can see what's going on out there, you was ready. You know what I'm saying? You got a kid in your car and you stranded on the highway of a long stretch of highway wherever, you know what I'm saying? You ready. You're able to maintain until the next day or until help arrives. If you got a tourniquet in your med kit in your car and someone gets shot or you get shot or something happens, you run up on an accident, you can save a life with that. These are simple concepts, man. This shit is simple, fam. You know what I'm saying? So when you know that something has a high probability of happening, you get ready for it. 80% chance of rain. Bet that. Appreciate it. I'm going to go out here ready for that. Whether it hits or not. Right? Whether it hits or not. Hurricane coming. All right, y'all better get ready. Better board them windows up. You better get out of town if you in a low area where it's always flooding. Come on, man. This makes sense. Right? It should. A child can understand this thing. Right? So we ain't talking about just Mad Max, you know what I'm saying, type situation. We're talking about your everyday situation. You in the city, you know what I'm saying? You need to be strapped. You in the country, you need to be strapped. You need to have some form of protection on you. You see what's happening out. You go to Walmart. You see what's happening out here in Buffalo. We're out there in Buffalo. This shit happened. This ain't something I'm making up. It happens all the time. And those just the ones that made it to the news. You see what I'm saying? How does it make sense not to want to stay ready for whatever you can prepare for? Right? You got kids. Make sure they good. That's how you make sure they good. It ain't just about going to work, bring home the bread and the bacon or whatever the hell y'all say. You know what I'm saying? It's making sure, okay, well, shoot, something happens to me, they got the best chance of survival. And you can't get that to them unless you got it. You know what I'm saying? Unless you proficient with a firearm for some self-defense or some type of martial or whatever it is, MMA, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna feed them if it ain't no food in the pantry? I know y'all been hearing about these diesel prices. I know y'all been hearing about this fertilizer shortage, right? I know y'all been hearing about the water shortage or the water crisis on the West Coast. I know y'all been hearing about the livestock and all. Man, come on, man. Is it that hard to piece together? Right? All right, I see it. I see it going on. I'm feeling the effects. They say it's going to get worse than this. Well, if I put two and two together, that means maybe I should go get me a go bag. Maybe I should understand the items that are in the go bag and know how to use them. Maybe I should go get a tent. Maybe I should get a heat buddy, solar panels. Maybe I should start investing in this. And if I ain't got the money, then I'ma go slow. But I'ma start doing something. I'ma grab EDC. I'ma give me some mace, pull a Charleston White on the mug, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But at all costs, protection of you and yours. Longevity of you and yours is on you. Most of us may think, okay, if something does happen like this, the government gonna swoop in to save us. Yeah, I know, like they did the boys in Katrina. They're gonna swoop right in to save them. I know. Wait on that, right? Don't call them people that have been telling you, you know what I'm saying? Don't call me. Don't call that other cousin who sent you some information, who told you, hey man, you might need to grab these products. You understand? Just in case. And yeah, you got some people that's on the extreme end, but they on the extreme end. They see what's happening. They see what's coming. You know what I'm saying? But for us to sit around idly while this imminent threat or danger just walks up to the doorstep, and we still sitting on the couch watching TV, man, listen, y'all. This shit gonna kick the door in, and when it kick the door in, you're gonna be sitting on the couch with your hand in a bowl of popcorn and your slippers on. You ain't gonna be ready, man. Your family ain't gonna be ready. They ain't gonna know what to do. They gonna be looking at you. You're gonna be sitting there with like the deer in the headlight. You know what I'm saying? What sense does it make not to want to be ready? What sense does that make? Absolutely none, fam. And that's why it's irritating and it saddens me. But I know it got to be wood for the fire. So